Morning, love stuff. How you doing? Good, thank you. I just came across the in this timeline. I think the guy from Google News saying that I'm going to put that thing on Google News about my exposés. So this I've got 3 exposés now, and so apparently I've done one for each timeline. Excuse me. So that's pretty good. no, because I've done it from just done 3. It's just they're from 3 different timelines. I think maybe some people might actually, because they look different in the 3 different timelines, maybe it might be some way of knowing, which timeline, but it's also a way of the bad ones knowing. Anyways, so I don't actually deliberately go look in the mirror or something every 5 minutes or something, think I'm in this timeline and with that timeline me. So so if you see anything on Google News about my expose, please watch it. It's really cool. So 3 parts, well, no, 3 exposés there. The first one is in 2 parts. That's when I got a pop culture award from MTV, which is pretty cool. The second one is in 4 parts, and Taylor tries to get everyone to keep the sound down, which, because actually all my exposés have real footage. If you keep the sound, it's sort of like a pervert's porn show. Volume up, right? So it's got the second one has what it does, what the stuff that they did to me or does biologically, medically to the body, what it can do psychologically, emotionally, and what laws they're breaking. Oh, right. So I put that stuff in just in case it might help. And the second one has a 4 parts, hour each, because of music and stuff in between. And yeah, I did. So it's got parts like kings, queens, Devon's kings, queens, Nartlands, kings, queens, politicians, space, gods, goddesses, angels, archangels, and known interaction with demons. That's the 4 parts. And the third expose is spells, brainwashing, all that stuff means like a free will and abuse and stuff. So that's all of that with the third one starting today. I did it yesterday, but I think it's only starting today, so maybe I got a double timeline. Right, I was just watching, and thank you for watching, by the way. That's that. And thank you, Google. That's that. Please keep up the good work. That's really nice. Thank you. All right. So okay. So I was just watching Aaron. It reminds me of Will at the shopping centre in Winifred, right? Who shot one of your husbands the other day, or tried to, yeah. They actually got footage of the little kind of coming out through the third eye. Yeah. He's recovering, by the way. Well, the husband, I don't know what happened to him. I'm trying to find him. Yeah. So he reminds me, this Aaron guy. I've got him on as someone I've subscribed to. Reminds me of Will with a Manson cleave. Anyway, so he's going on about so much really good, going about oneness consciousness or something. Okay, so and then he meets up with harvesting, which sounds like the stuff that Ra said to me when he channeled to me and one of my Edgar Casey things. So So yeah, that's what happens. So they do the oneness thing, which basically it's a big binding. It's a big binding to a whole group of entities, some of which are really well known and maybe known as gods or goddesses or something, and lots of others, right? And then they have a mass orgy. So even if you don't actually take part in the orgy, they channel from you. It's one of the things warned about in the book of Revelations, talking about the Whore of Babylon group. Do not join the Whore of Babylon unless you take part in their sins. See, some of these people are children. Do they get raped? Yeah. Do they survive? No. They don't survive. And there's others in that group that won't survive in their soul, or their spirit, or their mind. What happens next? The harvesting. Now, apparently I didn't know some people were trying to stop me because I was trying to harvest. They have the wrong idea about what a harvest is. So what they do with a harvest is, they're right, it is after a oneness thing where people are weak, people may have been undeaded and stuff as well. So I think the undeading thing comes, and then when maybe people are fighting in hell, and they put them in hell holes, and then they forcibly put some people in the oneness thing, right? And then the harvesting thing, well, they just wipe everyone out, put their brains in other people's bodies, hide their IDs. It's usually when they're in a lot of trouble. And what happens is people, if they're not helped, they're just dead. Nobody even notices. If the ones doing the harvest are in a lot of trouble, they might just completely get rid of those bodies. But otherwise they'll keep them. But so they sell those people's bits. They sell their IDs. They eat them. They sell them to the shops to me. Don't eat meat. Don't eat meat. So let's see. Yeah. So you don't want to willingly join the one thing. If somebody asks you to a beast, think down into your heart to be Terry, and ask me whether you have to run, because yeah, I'm just trying to work out which way. Right. You don't want harvesting. Everyone, just say it with me, please, and mean it. Wherever you are, I don't eat meat. I don't drink blood. Wait. Make sure you stick with us. If you accidentally eat meat or drink blood, please let me know. Don't hope it actually happens. I got some plant-based chicken the other day. My DNA told me, because I haven't had any meat in this life, but my DNA from previous life said that's. My brain was going. And I had to think about previous times I had plant-based chicken because it was a new thought for me. Yeah, it was chicken. Yeah. Didn't swallow the bit I was on. I warned the manufacturers when it happened, and they've actually pulled that stuff from the shelf at the moment. So it looks like what was happening is a bad group was trying to infiltrate. Ow. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. Yeah. I've got some. Right, I do have some underneath this. I've got some stuff that makes me vomit in case of emergencies. That's some of that. Anyway, so inside you and all. Okay, the other thing is, so you don't want to take part in the harvest. If you hear of any of that stuff, then anyone you can think down to Heart to Terry and let me know. Even if it's a harvest, they clone them animals, yeah. They're not always. You can look at the Bible in the Gospels and one of the Jesus calls unbelievers dogs, for instance. You see, right? So if somebody says that they're going to have a harvest of dogs, maybe you might not think that's important, but actually it is. Whether it is actually dogs or whether it is just unbelievers to whoever's trying to take over. All right, thank you. Yeah, I did just rescue some dogs. Yeah, thank you. I had some help. Anyway, thank you. Yeah, Ponytail is trying to take over here at the moment. So they're, from what I can work out, they're calling this place the New Earth. Right. So it's actually 3 bits I put together, right, from bits that survived other bombing attacks, right. Just seemed to be the way to do it, right. So anyway, see how it goes. So we're actually going for not being wiped out by abusers. So of course we're definitely going for Catholic, Protestant, enemy, still illegal here. There are no principalities, so of course we're going against the whole government thing, of course. They're evil, standing it. Yoish! Standing it. We were. Wait, it's a different. It doesn't work like that, miss. Do you understand? It does not work like that. They're separate. Do you understand? They are separate. He was born there, he was born there, he was born there, he was born there. His mother, he's different. Yeah, I'm working on it. Yeah, but that's not their fault, is it? I don't think so. I think you've been listening to Naomi's crap too long, miss. See, Naomi's crap says first deny your own reality before you even friggin' come in her presence. What? That's ridiculous. So weird. What for? She abuses children. I'm not gonna suck her fucking dick, man. Yeah, if I was in love with her, I respect her even more. But I've known her a long time. No way I'm sucking her dick. She's evil. No, I have no reason to respect her. No way should anyone be a suppliant to anyone that takes advantage of children. What a fucking low life. You just can't respect or trust someone like that. When you're most vulnerable, that's like child's sake, isn't it? And they freaking take advantage of that. Disgusting. And trust, don't take advantage of trust. Very bad people, pedophiles. So don't do something for her, and don't deny your own reality for her. Because it's a very easy open door for pedophiles to possess you and take over. It's like somebody was saying yesterday, I got really upset. I actually reformed my personality. I was so upset. Which is interesting because just before that thing I was just watching, I found something on that on YouTube. It's the first thing that thank you, whoever helped me to find it. So it's okay. So anyway, yeah, she was saying that that I was a nice person and they lied about me. and the ones who lied about me made them sexually abuse their children. Yeah. Or they sexually abuse their children through them. Just myself. Yeah. Oh, you want to go super? Alright, so it's me tell you. Yeah, so basically Jack is there's 3 different bits that I helped survive and others, and it's from 3 different atomic bombings. I don't no. There's some people I know, but okay, so if you believe in me or even thinking about it until you reach your conclusion, please avoid the one listening or avoid being harmless. Yeah, and not just if you hear about it happening to someone else, if it might be happening to you as well. I think Dan, what to tell you, everything you can do is you can email me just in case you're going on about just in case you're doing the communist thing about saying that Catanethers and others and anyone who might actually help you is not actually real, you know, getting out of this crap and all. Yeah. Sometimes during night terrors in the middle of the night, I do have long dark nights of the soul. So in this moment thing, maybe the well, fuck thing is pretty true to how I was feeling at the time. So I had to put it in a song. I always feel better after playing it because it's like venting, you know. I've expressed those emotions. I've let them go and done some meditation. Never find them on positive now, but it's another way of working through stuff, singing my mind. So and thank you, Matt. Yeah, so apparently Taylor's trying to take over here. So there'd be excellencies, Thomas. Thank you. Don't actually come down there. They've got a whole heap of traps that just trying to put in. Let's see what I can do to stop it. Right. Thank you. Yeah, the other thing that's happening, yeah, an avatar, right? So, see, we're in the 3 dimension, and probably you may not realize this, all avatars aren't actually real. That they are actually people, or animals, or plants, or they are actually real. Those are others, not you. Don't do it. Them, they've got their own soul, they've got their own purpose, they've got their own path, they've got their own lives. It's like she was saying to you the other day. I'm sorry, I apologize. I didn't realize you had feelings. He said that. Didn't realize you had feelings. I didn't realize you sorry, I didn't know. I didn't realize. And she also said she had it in just before. Now the deity has done it, so we realize that they are real and there are entities. Right. So eat them. She did. Yeah. That's right. So right. If you someone else's lives. So if you want to help them, you can. I don't know if it's good advice. You can ask to guide them or something, but they're not an extension of you or anything. There's no extension of you. What you do, what you bring forth, is you, and I guess what you do is part of you, becomes part of working with others within the consciousness, within the unity thing. Yeah, it's one thing, but someone else is not you. No, you don't try to control them. And you can guide them not to, or in worst case scenario, do self-defense to others to stop them from doing evil, but I don't actually try to frick up my life. It's like some of the branches of the military channel through people. That's the way they the enemy, always the way they frick up that dimension. They can't get in. They're working on it. They're trying to get idiots who somebody reincarnates to misunderstand who the frick they are or something. And infiltrate like that. They're always trying to get in, usually through either through dreams or through, and then moving on to possession and channeling and stuff like that. So, gosh, that stuff. So, some people call that links, don't they? It's someone else's life, and you're responsible for what you do and what you make others do. They're not your playthings. They're not. They're people, entities with souls and spirits and minds and hearts and scars. And scars from bad people doing bad things to them. Don't be part of that. Don't do that. And I know now, because I and others have been working on it, there is an out from being part of the military now. You don't have to suicide to get out. And you don't have to be shot to get out or be killed in any way. If you're interested in that, I don't know who else you can ask about that, but you can think down your heart to be telling Terry. Yes, that's funny. Terry, yes. Terry, yes. That's that. Cereal, right. Anyone else not on my fitness want some cereal with milk? Breakfast cereal, right. Terry can be on your food list. There you go. The other thing is tapping. So yeah, don't do the avatar thing either, right? This is like in the 1950s. Psychologists got onto this on Earth. People were using their children as an extension of themselves. It's the same thing, isn't it? Psychologists said to them, what exactly are you having children for? Your life is your life, their life is their life, they're independent. And were those parents narcissists? Yes. Because the mafia is a part of them, well, obviously known as the mafia, which is the family. That's the Italian word for the family, mafia. And I say again, I'm being estranged from my family. Anyway, they just do a harvestry. Is that what they do? Yeah, even their own children. I think you look pretty with me. You've got this job. You've got this boyfriend. You've got this girlfriend. Whack out, rip out their brains and put in their own brains. And nah, children aren't your property, man. Others aren't your property either. And if you do have those who follow you, it's a caretaker position, man. It doesn't mean you should abuse them. It means you should care for them. And they should care for you back. Just take him. And no, I'm not talking about 2 head jobs a day or even 1. No. Care position. Read your freaking woman. Plus, I think they use the time supplement. There's the antimatter one again. Thank you, Team 2. Thanks, Terry. Thank you, Sarah. Sorry. That's all. No, that's Sarah Connor. 1, 2, down next to 2. Recognize me when and then he was Terry. Okay, so got that out, and it does, yeah, biological weapons mixed up in there as well. Is it? Yeah, pretty nasty. Because that's how they do the between maybe these 3 different types of different pulse as well. See, Taylor was behind that pulse. What is it? Between 2 or between the rest of them. Did anyone start looking and then they did that? PR much? Hey, it's me too. Do you know if they download those 3 weapons again? And I stopped it, you're right. And then they tried to and then you looked, right? And then the town put out some kind of a light, and the angels, those angels who, gone over to him, right? And so he started trying to go up. His PR. What? They're not actually helping here, and town isn't either. How do they know when you're going to look or not? Shows about that period of time, from a big weapon going off there. What? Just don't do it, man. You might actually hurt someone. Don't give me a super way of getting attention. Just don't hurt anyone, man. Let's see. It takes a lot of freaking energy and miracles and merit and good karma and sowing and reaping and over the years stuff for me to stop all those freaking blasts from freaking working, man. You think I've got nothing better to do? See, do you think we all want to freaking be scared 24 hours a day of all you frickers going insane and wanting to get freaking PR from some other freaking group elsewhere in the freaking cosmos? No, man, just stop it. Keep it in check, man. Work on yourself as well. Please. Anyway, yeah, tapping in. If it was your higher self or your lower self or whatever, you wouldn't need to tap in because it would be part of you. The fact that it has to go from outside, you have to tap in from outside means it's someone else. Not someone else. Don't steal. Don't be covetous. Don't abuse. Don't try to trick someone or force someone into believing something else. It's not right. Don't do it, please. Terry, I think that's pretty much all I got. Oh yeah. So, the cleaners, recently. Did they come with little bags? Were they brown? Into the BTS cleaner crew here. I'm gonna get that bag and I'm not going to cash it. No, I'll find out what I can do. Anyway, no, this I have to work so hard because I had some excellent entities helping me, but they wiped it all out. Unfortunately, some of them I managed to bring back by now, and they're feeling better, but then some of them don't always work at the same place as me nowadays. And then I had some excellent self-defense autos and stuff, and sometimes they just don't work depending on. It's one of the things they usually do each day is freaking electrocute me. Trying to stop me from doing my autos and stuff, see, and trying to stop me from bringing them back to life and trying to resurrection. They don't like me doing that. They don't like me stuck from trying to sound like I'm stuck from. Yeah, they just don't like me. So the electrocution to the brain gives you brain damage. It stops your brain from working properly, so it's trying to stop you from doing miracles that stop them or rescue people or entities from them, or like the blast, stopping the blast and stuff. They have, right, so apparently with this as well, they've been trying to get them to sign life insurance policies, and then they're trying to blow them up again, and then like they did on Earner, they tried to collect on the life insurance policies when they thought they'd successfully blow them up. Nasty people, not no con men, con women, nasty people. Anyway, so hang on, I'll get you out of I was typing, so, you alright, I'm trying to use this sign. Any witnesses are can't on that either, apparently. Alright, right, so these are the ones that are going to be on your. I've got three exposés now. The third one's on spells, brainwashing, and mind control, and other stuff, being abuse against free will and stuff. So, alright, so that's a good one as well. So, yeah, happy you looked at and so on. So, I have music in between the different sets. The sets are an hour and the last expose is only an hour. Right, that's starting in about an hour. So, and that would just be streaming, and that's on YouTube. So if you don't have YouTube, it's on you go into Google Play or Google Play Store on your phone, and get the YouTube app, right? Download, install, open. When you're on that, if you want to see my exposés, it's on. Terry is now live. Red love heart emoji, and I have another one like that, which is Terry's now on, but that doesn't always stream. That's just when I'm on YouTube, right? And of course, there's my old Terry Cat account and my Terry Bubble account and Witty Notes account and Terry's music videos and Terry's playlists. Anyway, so please watch them if you want to. Alright, yeah, but we're trying to do higher. I'm working on ourselves. We're trying to do more, be more enlightened wherever we are, because what used to be the case of going up to higher levels. I mean, it used to be completely safe. It used to mean safety, but since some of them have let some of them in, it doesn't actually necessarily mean safety, which is why they're just trying to wipe all of you out who are witnesses to what's just happened. Yeah, so don't feel limited by wherever you're living. I don't think you have to leave when you get to a higher level. Instead, you can, wherever you are, make your life and others' lives better where you are, and only go when you're supposed to go, when it's safe to go for you or for another one. So, safe for you to go and for you already know there's another one that you believe will bring safety to there before you go. Yeah. And yeah, the other thing, you don't actually know who's in charge up there at the moment. Even even at 20 minutes at timing. So and some houses and stuff up there, of course, but they try to take them over, so yeah, at least, yeah, maybe. So there's that as well, right? So from me, Terry, excuse me again. If you need help, please take down to heart to me, Terry, and let me know what kind of help you need. Or email me, poppleterrylouise@gmail.com. Gmail means Google Mail. Yeah, Google Zero. I don't know if you want to call miracle, but anyway. So that's poppleterrylouise@gmail.com. And love stuff here and teach for this. Is anyone else want any breakfast cereal with milk? No, I need you. Yeah, they're crunching again for you. Don't let them. Oh, enjoy this. It's interesting. No, I'm really sure interesting. I'm gonna look into that anyway. That's see you later. Alright, so quick meditation. Alright, so I've worked with the light. The light is love. I do not deny my own existence. Nama, loving me as loving in all of you. That's why you want. Love everyone I love. And love everyone I love. What's mine is mine. Force be with me. Source be with me. Flow be with me. What's mine is mine. Yeah, keep it in check, man. It's not what it's for. Body's a temple. You're not supposed to turn it into a whorehouse. Okay. No, you shouldn't. Evil is not good, man. Evil is evil. Yeah, man, it's not my fault if he's whatever the fuck he's doing. I'm not doing it. He done something wrong. I'm not in New York. I'm not fucking doing it. I don't care. He's a freak now. Yeah, if you're offered 5 or any amount of options to follow and none of them are right, just keep going round like me. Or with me if you want. Still not supposed to be even being together with unbelievers, man. No, they're not unbelievers to them. They're the unbelievers to town. And they're all getting along really well. Those ones. She don't kiss his ass. That's his fucking problem, man. It shouldn't be there. He should get his ego in check as well. Not just his contents of his pants, but contents of his mind and heart as well. You can't be enlightened if you're not actually being enlightened. Can you know? It includes being a good moral person, good moral entity, and not abusing it. That's what Hagen Manson called abasement. Just a whole huge level of fear. A fear build up, and then they just run around raping everyone. And you just stand there. So frightened, scared stiff, they're in shock. And then just stand there and they get raped. And some people have brain damage as well, so they might actually might be easier for some to tap into or something. It can look like evil people when they're not. Especially up and coming ones, maybe from the third dimension, like where I'm basing myself at the moment. It's not good to do this to others, is it? Morning, Jerry. Morning, Vector. Morning, Terrestrial. Morning, Lester. Morning, T. City say, hey, yeah, looks like it. Yeah, regimentation, right? She did a bit like that, did some centering, did some on the next level, yeah. Good doing. My. Lingus. That's a drop down. That's cool. Alright. Alright, so there you go. Short meditation from me. Hope it helped. Good. Thank you. Any questions? I see. I would love that, please. Okay, thank you. And actually, she may have applied for my passport. I haven't gotten it yet because it takes a few weeks, but should I check again in a few weeks? I'll see if I can. Okay. Um, yeah, that's Inquisition, Siles, Catholics and Protestants. So that group that was there, that's in the newspaper. Yeah, it's on print media and also online. Yep, on Google. Sunday Mail. Yep, Sunday Mail. 10th of December 2022. Yeah, that's yeah. So what I've got there in that story is it's a subgroup. If you know about holograms, you'll know about fractals. Hopefully, so a subgroup in that case is exactly like the whole. This is what I thought would happen. So I've paid attention to the horrible things that are happening. And it gives you the same. I've asked different ones, different places. It is the same as the bigger network. It is a fractal of the whole. Right. So the stuff that's on the newspaper is pretty. It's pretty much the stuff that you start seeing because it's bothering everyone from the outside, or if you're right at the beginning, right? And so it's actually much worse than it says. If you want to know how bad it is, please look at my exposés because it has actual film footage. Unfortunately, of me being abused and sometimes others as well by them, and they don't always look the same. Like we've already discussed, sometimes they use avatars, sometimes they tap in, sometimes they link, sometimes they possess, sometimes they channel through, and sometimes they brainwash, sometimes they use spells, sometimes walk in, jumping ghosts, all kinds of stuff. Shape changers, yeah. Shape changers, skinwalkers, and doppelgangers, all kinds of stuff. So, yeah, and I do recommend you look at them, at the three of them. So it's pretty big. It's going to keep streaming, hopefully, if ones keep telling me it's helpful. And with breaks in between. And so, while the whole program's working, it's more than 7 hours, including with the songs in there. So there's 2 hours of like songs and stuff in the breaks between the sets of the expose. 2 hours in the first expose, 4 hours of footage in the second expose, hour each year, and just 1 hour in the third. Absolutely recommend it. If you can't watch it all the first time, check it out another time. Hopefully it will be helpful. Please remember, all that stuff is real. That really is the stuff that happened to me and others. And yeah, sometimes I survived through miracles. Sometimes I didn't survive. Sometimes I got brought back through miracles, and sometimes, well, if you're wondering why I look different in 3 different time streams and in 3 different exposes, well, sometimes I just didn't survive, man. It's all very serious, isn't it? Taking life. I mean, harming others. I mean, they're very not nice people. Anyway, so the group that's the group name they quoted is Anglican, which is a type of Protestant, right? Anglican, Catholic, something community or something. It's on the newspaper article, but yeah, is the enemy, whatever name they call themselves, and Catholic and Protestant nowadays, including Anglican, are demonic reading, pretty much. There's nothing wrong with Christian, but what they call Catholic and Protestant nowadays, not actually very Christian. From what I can work out, if you join the Catholics and Protestants, within 2 weeks most, of joining, that's when the Inquisition, the Silent show up, trying to make you go from Christian to a demon worshipper, really. And that does include torture, and does include undeading, and it does include being put and tortured and raped in hell and in your own homes, and sometimes in the streets, and humiliation rituals, and a whole lot. And trying to possess you or tap in or whatever with some demonic entity. That's real friggin' smooth, man. You're trained narcissist to be a covert narcissist, trained psychopath to be a sociopath, to someone else. Somebody else is taking the blame for it. That's what they're trying to do. And very serious, isn't it? This is the principality thing. It says in the Bible, we wrestle not against just flesh and blood, but against principalities. This is the thing. This has been going on at least 2,000 years. Is that long enough to be an actual thing, an actual principality? We wrestle not just against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against those who possess us, those who channel through us, those who tap in, those who use us as apples, those who do links, those who brainwash us, and no sign of us being the puppets. Except, what are we part of? Well, I think really the first time this kind of stuff came up into media was the guy who got brainwashed to kill John Lennon, He went to YMCA, man. That's all. Seems so nice, didn't he? YMCA. Somebody killed his hero. How could that happen? But it did, man. No, so that was 1970s, wasn't it? Anyway, so yeah, for we wrestle not just against principalities, not just against flesh and blood, but against principalities, rulers of evil, wickedness, corruption, in the high places and other positions of power, authority, positions of trust, and stuff like that. And this is what we're fighting. Just because somebody does bad nowadays, it's a bit complex. It doesn't actually necessarily mean it's them doing it. So very important to remember, if you are helping me against this stuff, you can think then, chat to me, Terry, ask me for help, of course. And the other thing is, you got to remember, only upwards if it's of their own free will with understanding is the way I'm judging it nowadays. And so it's complex, but I really don't mind. I really don't want to make a bad ruling on these things. No. So yeah, because in speed time, the judgment in speed time takes about 3 seconds. So when he was behind you, sexually abusing you, you were judging, and then he got killed. You took 3 seconds. Yeah, and that's the other thing with Shang-Chi, can tell. Just because somebody else has a pride for doing something, somebody else comes in, breaks your energy, even with those, there's a vibrational, they call it vibrational limit things, but they mean this vibration is no limit. And then there's other things called limiters, which actually stop you from getting to a high vibration. Anyway, but with those vibration limit things, they help you produce high vibration through a technological device. Doesn't actually mean they have high vibrational behavior, because they've been trained to fight against that. So, really, yeah, and who would want to this way? I think having a few wonderful good vibes, everything's fine, and why would anyone want to abuse him anyway? They're actually trained because they wanted to. The rest of them got trained to go against high vibrational stuff like that. Why would you do that? I don't understand myself. I don't understand myself. Would do that myself. It's the races. The big thing is apparently a battle. They're been at it a while. They don't like goodness and they don't like blood, especially not together. So as all of you know, because you all just bring all of you back. Kill all of you tonight as well. So let's stick together. And yes, do please ask me for help and protection and stuff, and guidance and stuff if you want to as well. Either by thinking down chat VJ and doing it like that, or by email, like I said, popplecherrylouise@gmail.com. And please keep helping me as well, because I need help as well. And I'll keep helping you as well. Anyway, so please watch the exposés. I wanted, like it says in the Bible, I wanted something good to come from something bad. So I thought, I had all this film footage. I thought, well, maybe I can make something good out of it by not just from what I learned from it, but also showing you so you can hopefully not have to go through it yourselves if you haven't already, and hopefully you can warn others as well, please. So anyway, love stuff, and you can get to me. There you go. It's Frosties this morning. If you want to guys. So anyway, love stuff, and see you later.